Ladies, 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 ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Build a Theme Park. It's episode 121, and today we are going to build some more buildings in the Arcadia Bay district, or the Arcadia Bay area. Before I comment on what we are doing this episode, I just want to quickly make a little announcement is maybe the wrong word, but there will be some changes for you guys concerning the release dates of the Let's Build a Theme Park episodes. Normally I would have, until now, I had like 2 episodes on Wednesday, one episode in German, 1 episode in English on Wednesday, and 1 episode in German and 1 episode in English on Friday. But I've decided to move the English episodes to another date. So starting next week, Let's Build a Theme Park will, the English episodes of Let's Build a Theme Park will come Tuesdays and Thursday. So Tuesday English, Wednesday German, Thursday English, Friday German. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know about that. So don't worry if on a Wednesday or on a Friday there's no new episode for you guys, because they already, or should have already, been released on Tuesday and Thursday. So enough of that. As I said, we're building, or we're adding some more buildings to the Life is Strange district, this area. Originally I wanted to make this yellow house. I wanted to have it in white, but the color white looks very dirty on those textures, on those wood wall textures. It was just, well, I don't know. If you build a stone building out of concrete or whatever, and paint that white, then it looks good in RCG. But especially the darker side of the building would look very, very dirty and like it's covered in bird shit if you use those wooden wall panels. So I decided to change that to yellow. I think the yellow house also adds a nice colorful touch to Arcadia Bay, or to this area here. Something the white one would have done as well, so to speak. So the next thing we're doing is we are finally adding a building for the exit and for the, I'm not sure, both for the exit and for the entrance of the topspin. That was naked a long time, but now the wait is finally over, and the topspin becomes the topspin gets its entrance and exit buildings. Way! I'm sure the topspin would be very happy about that. And as always, zooming through the park, looking for things to fix, for things that went wrong in the testing. I know it can be a little bit nauseating if I zip through park like that, but I'm not. If I cut it all out, that would be a hell of a lot more work for me to do, and B, it would just, it's not how I build. I want to document my building process, and my building process includes zooming through the park and looking at different things from different angles, just seeing how everything worked out so far. And to cut that completely out, that would, I don't know, I think that's not what I want to show. That's not what I want to have in Let's Build a Theme Park. Okay, a little. Well, it's not a balcony. I think it's more of a terrace. Is terrace the right word? I'm not sure. In German, it would be called terrace, so just calling it that. Here we're still building a little viewing platform, I guess you could call it. So the parents or whoever does not want to ride the topspin can wait and watch their friends or their family have a go on it. I think that's always a good thing to have. I mean, I'm not a big topspin fan, but version 1 is, so every time we are in a theme park that has a topspin, version 1 wants to go on it. And I really like it if there's like a little viewing area with a good view on the topspin or something, so you can watch your friends have a go. But that's unfortunately is not always the case. I mean, in Chessington, the topspin is brilliantly located. I think the location of the topspin in Chessington is brilliant, but you don't really have to have a kind of spot where you can really watch the ride go, because there are trees all around and the topspin is not on the ground but in a little hole, and so you can't really see your friends have a go on it, and that's, well, I think it would have made the topspin better if there would have been a viewing platform. Same thing in... Actually, I'm not sure about Walibi, because I wasn't there for 3 years, so I'm not sure how the topspin there, how well you can have a look at it. But there isn't an explicit viewing platform either. It's just the way that the path. You can watch the topspin from the path, but of course, if you're just standing there in the middle of the path, that's not when everyone is rushing around you, that's not good. I mean, the best example for a very good topspin crowd interaction is the Phantasialand, with the huge viewing platform for Talocan. That one is really awesome, but it's always full because everyone is standing there, even though they're just standing there the whole day and watching the topspin. They don't do anything else, but, well, maybe the viewing platform is too good in that case. I think the topspin in Alton Towers has a very good crowd interaction too. I mean, it's shit, at least that's what version 1 and Johnny said. That it's a very shitty ride, but it looks good. Same as in Chessington. Shitty ride, but it looks good. So I decided to make the back wall of the topspin not a real building, but just like a fence. Because if we would have made a building there, then we would have cut into the garden behind the blue house, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided to just put a fence there and fill the gap between the garden fence and the fence from the topspin with some foliage. I think that breaks up the... I mean, it looks very clammed. It's all very clammed together in a tiny space there. But in having these little patches of foliage and trees and something in between the buildings, it does not look as cramped as it actually is. So yeah, the launch coaster. I mean, the the park is finished, so well, I can't change anything anymore. The park is finished, but the launch coaster is one of the only rides, or the only roller coaster that I think is not up to my standard of play. I mean, the layout itself I think is good, and I really like it, but especially the little, you see the diagonal just in front of you and the steep drop there. That one is too, it's just not working. The train is much too fast there, and on a steep drop there would be just, I mean, the ejector airtime would be awesome, but it probably would kill you, so that's not very good. And the big turnaround over the launch that you go, this one, the drop afterwards is weird, because I have the stadium there, so I couldn't go as wide as I wanted to go, and that's showing. I mean, you will see it in a later episode, but there will be something happening in this area, and I had the chance to make the coaster right there. So in just 2 or 3 episodes, I think it is, I had actually the chance to improve the coaster, but I forgot to, or I was too carried away with building the new stuff I wanted to build there. So I fucked that up, I guess. I should have changed at least the turn after the turnaround, the drop from the turnaround. That's, yeah, should have changed that, but well. I mean, the park is not perfect, so I guess that's one of the little problems. Considering the pacing you see in some of the parks from other guys on NA, I think it's okay. I mean, there are some rides there on NA that are just paced way too fast, or paced way too slow, or just doesn't have anything, a working block brake system or shit like that. But I just think, I mean, that's the easiest thing to do, build a working block brake system, and it just makes everything so much better if you have it. But it just, most of the people there just don't bother to do it. And I mean, it's always, yeah, but I've hacked a ride, I can't do it. Yeah, well, fuck, I have 3 hacked rides in this park, and every single one of them has a block brake system. The launch coaster has a block brake system, even though it uses 2 different track types. The Giga coaster has a block brake system, even though it uses 2 different block types, and the flying coaster is the same. But those block brake systems are working excellent. I mean, the Woody not so much, but that's another story because the pacing changed there. But the other 3 have perfect timing. Not to brag about it, but that's just how it is. And it wasn't that hard. I just think if you spend, like, I mean, I just spent 130 hours on this park at this point in time, so it's not that much. I mean, 130 hours is nothing compared to what other people put in their parks. And if you put 400 hours of work into your park, you can, the 5 minutes you need to get the block brake system working is not that much in comparison. I mean, 400 hours and 5 minutes, just 5 minutes more to have a working block brake system, and it would just make the park one bit better. But well, fuck it. So we're nearing the end of this episode. I just raged like 5 minutes about block brake systems. Something else I need to tell you? No, I don't think so. I think we will see each other again or we will hear each other again on Friday. This week is just normal Let's Build a Theme Park week, but next week it's on Tuesday and Thursday. So mark the dates, and And yeah, we'll see each other again on Friday. Till then, you can follow us on social media. All links in the video description: Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook. You can subscribe our Twitch channel. That would be cool. And yeah, that's it. See you on Friday. Until then, stay safe and have a nice day. Goodbye.